Hi everyone, always Claret here. So fan reaction, Burnley 1, Newcastle United 4. I'm going to start off with the moment that really wound me up today. The penalty call. Um, I'm not going to go on about it for too long because we've been here all season. It's not just us that gets these crap decisions go against us, it's the whole league. Um, but how that's not given as a penalty, I've no idea. Um, and it just sort of shows the ineptitude from the referees and the officials and how how poor they are and the standards that they have and how crap they are. I mean, I saw the penalty again at half time and I still can't get my head around it. I've had quite a few people tell me that the penalty couldn't be given through VAR because it's not clear and obvious. I'm sorry, but two hands in the back to shove you to the floor. Don't understand how that's not clear and obvious. You're right in front of the linesman, you're right in front of the referee. If they can't see it, you've got blokes at Stockley Park watching the match on massive screens who, they can pause it, they can rewind it. It makes no sense how you're still getting these decisions wrong. But it makes no difference because we were still poor. Um, that moment came at a time in the match where we were on top. I think for the first 10 to 15 minutes, we were definitely the better team. And then obviously they scored that goal. The first goal after Wilson, Wilson's gone down in the box and he's got booked for diving. Um, Potentially, I'd like to see that back because where I was sat in the gym in my cuppa, that looked like a similar sort of incident. That looked like it could have been given as a penalty. Um, but yeah, it's just ridiculous. But then obviously he goes and gets the goal because that's what's going to happen as soon as a player gets booked for diving against us. Um, and it was Muric was unlucky with it. He obviously saved it, and it's bounced straight out onto Wilson's feet. But it was poor defending all round really for that goal. And then the second goal, they've come down that left hand side again. No idea why we've got Charlie Taylor sitting on the bench whilst Vitinho's playing in that position. I thought Vitinho did okay going forward today, but defensively, he's not a left back. He shouldn't be playing left back. But yeah, they've come down that left hand side, cut the ball across. Brownhill's lost track of his man, and they've put it in the back of the net to make it two. And it's Brownhill's runner. I don't know why he's left his man, but we should be doing better defensively there. And then for the third, I think our heads had just gone. When we were still in it at 1-0, I thought there's still a chance here that we could get something and bring it back to, 1-1, and we could even make it 2-1. But as soon as they scored the third goal, it's poor defending all round. As soon as the ball went out of the box that the Newcastle lad was going to hit it, and he doesn't. He just rolls it into the bottom right hand corner. And everyone could see where it was going, but no one tried to stop it. No one did anything to stop it. And then we go in at half time, and second half, we don't look like, we usually look like we're coming out fighting and we're coming out and we're going for it and we're going for it. And we weren't really doing that. And then they get a penalty, which I think is softer than our one that we should have had early in the game. Gordon gets himself into the box and throws himself down like he always does. But Brownhill does have a handful of his shirt, so you can't really argue with that. The only issue I have with it is the fact that we didn't get given ours in the first half. But Muric, massive save to save the penalty. I thought I was just waiting for the away end to erupt, to be honest, when they took the penalty. So props to Muric for the save because it was a good save, but it was a crap penalty. And then VAR tried to do what they always do and tried to rule the save out for encroachment and try and give him another chance. And that wasn't even made clear on the graphics or the tannoy, till a little bit after You know, we were sat there going, what's this delay for? Why are we not taking the free kick as soon as we can? Well, because they're going to try and retake the penalty. But then Isak probably took it to heart that he had the penalty saved. And again, poor defending down the left-hand side. Ball comes across, poor defending. Isak, easy goal. And that's it. And then we've somehow got to kick up the arse and decided to start playing. And we're going forward and we keep going forward. And there are chances. We do create a few chances. I think Assingham had a good chance with his left foot. Audebert had a good chance coming in from the left-hand side to try and curl it in. But I think the Newcastle players must have felt a little bit sorry for us because they decided to give us a corner. And from the corner, Gudmundsson swings it in and, O'Shea gets his head to it. But, like I said, the penalty incident's irrelevant. It might have changed the game at the time, but it makes it irrelevant. We're not good enough for this league. We weren't good enough today. Today was probably the last chance that we really had to try and stay in this league, because when we won't get anything against Tottenham next weekend, and obviously the Forest game, that would have been a massive game, but we'll probably be down by that point now, with nothing left to fight for. But I just want to say, David Datro Fofana running straight to the tunnel at the end of the match. You don't do that. You stand there and you applaud the fans who have paid their hard-earned money to come out and watch you play. And performances like that, I don't care if you're on $5,000 a week or $25,000 a week or whatever you're on. If you're on loan, if you were signed as a free transfer, if you're permanent transfer, if you go in at the end of the season, I don't care. You appreciate the fans who have paid their money to come and watch you, especially when you're playing that shit. So, to run down the tunnel as soon as the final whistle goes, I'm sorry, but I don't ever want to see you in a Burnley shirt again. But yeah, I just can't wait for this season to be over now, because it's just been poor. There's so many missed opportunities from this season. Obviously, winning the league at Ewood Park last year, we were promoted so much earlier than it was official. We knew basically by Christmas that we were going to go up. And it's just been a waste of a season this year. It's so upsetting because there's potential there, and there was potential for this season to be something great, and whatever's happened, it's just gone wrong. But I just want to finish on this. Company, you need to make your substitutions a little bit earlier, because bringing Fofana and Amdouni on with 10 minutes to go, I'm sorry, but it should have been 10 minutes earlier. Manuel Benson, I don't know what he's done wrong to not get in the team. At half-time when we're 3-0 down, stick him on. What's the worst that can happen? Go for it. He's a fan favourite. But, yeah, season over. But, delusional hitting again on Friday. And hopefully we get something against Tottenham. We can still do it, but it ain't going to happen. Up the Clarets.